Hey everybody, this is Ori from OneScales, and in today's video I'm going to explain in a very simple way core web vitals. You've probably heard of this from your SEO team, from your web development team, from your engineers, from your marketing people. You've heard this. I want to explain it to you non-technical people in a very, very short video. So what is core web vitals, or what is web vitals in general? It's very simple. Google has made a standard, a way for you to measure user experience, how your users, the visitors that come to your website, how they experience your website, how fast it loads, how interactive it is, and how you can actually use it. So you can actually quantify it and improve the user experience on your website to convert, to have a better business, to sell more, to do things like that. Google says they also take this as a metric for their SEO. If you do better user experience or faster website speed, things like that, you'll actually get better rankings in your SEO and get more traffic from it. A lot of people want to do this, and what I'm here to do is to explain what Core Web Vitals is. So Web Vitals in general are many metrics that you can measure to measure your speed and performance and user experience. Core Web Vitals are three specific metrics that you can measure, and you can actually go to improve those, and those are the kind of more important ones that most people talk about. They're not the only ones you should optimize for, but they're very, very important. They cover a few things, okay? So what are the three that they cover right here? There's three right here. One is called LCP, which is called Largest Contentful Paint. What that basically does is it measures loading. So very simply put, when you actually load a page, I want to give you a visual at the same time. When you actually load the page, you actually go on your phone and you click on the website, or you type in the URL, or you go on your computer. What's going to happen is it'll slowly actually load. If you can see right here on my screen, it'll slowly load. Some parts will load, and then the largest part here, typically a big banner or a video on the page before you actually scroll, loads, and that's the largest contentful paint. So usually when you actually see this largest contentful paint, for example, this banner, it means the whole page load or majority of the page loaded, and this is what people, the users, feel as an experience, that the page is actually loaded and ready. So you see here before that, it actually loaded, but it's missing. It's not really ready for the users to consume the content. So the largest one is measured, and they're going to measure the time for that. Okay, so that's largest contentful paint. So Google actually recommends that if the largest contentful paint on your page loaded in under 2.5 seconds, it's a good experience. Anything under is great. Anything more than 4 seconds is really poor. And then anything between 2.5 seconds to 4 seconds needs improvement. Google will give you recommendations how to improve it, and we'll jump into it in the tools at the end of this video, but that's the concept. Largest Contentful Paint, LCP. The second one is the INP, Interaction to Next Paint. So most people actually focus on how fast the web page loads, just like you saw a second ago right here. The page loads, but many times the page is not just something that you're going to read. It's a page you interact with. People are going to click and type things and do things. For example, people are going to fill out a form. People are going to click on an add to cart button. People are going to subscribe to a newsletter. People are going to click on the menu, which the menu opens. There's all these interactions on the same page without going to a new page. Those interactions should also respond quickly. If I subscribe to a newsletter, I want it to actually confirm very quickly or tell me the error very quickly. I don't want to have to wait, and there's pop-ups, there's things moving. I don't want things to be slow, okay? So for example, Google gives in this example a menu. You can see this is a bad example on the left, and on the right is a good example. On the left, you can see that when you click it, it'll load slowly. It kind of moves in a weird way. It's not smooth, and it takes time. On the right, you see it opens up beautifully. It's very easy to see it. There's no blinking in and out. It actually is clear and it's fast. That's a very important part, okay? So INP actually also has a recommendation. When you click, when you actually interact with the form or the menu or whatever it is, you actually click or type in something or go scroll down and something needs to load, under 0.2 seconds is good. Between 0.2 to half a second needs improvement, and anything after half a second is poor. Okay, so that's INP. Okay, the next one is CLS. This is also a very, very popular one. Cumulative Layout Shift. So it's not just about the speed of the website, how fast it loads. It's also when it loads, are things messy? Are things moving and pushing around? Are things not looking smooth? Just like you're in a car on a bumpy road, you're not having the best experience. Even though you're getting where you need to go, or the page is loading, things are moving and like it's a little disorienting. So here you can see a video, for example. There's a form. Actually, the user wanted to click on no, but because the layout shifted in the last second, he actually clicked on yes, submitted the order, and that kind of messed up. So things push down, and then like things are moving around. So this is not a great experience. You should have things that are stable, they look clear, they load well. They're not these things that are moving and like you have to kind of on time guess exactly what's going on. Okay, so this is also a very important thing. Now, CLS is not a timing thing, it's a score. So the more things pushing things around, the worse your score is going to be. So anything below 0.1 is good. Anything worse than 0.25 or higher than 0.25 is poor, and anything in between 0.1 to 0.25 needs improvement. These are the things that you're going to monitor, you're going to want to do. Now, in order to improve them, most of the things are technical. You need your developer, your engineer to improve coding. You need to compress your images. You need to reduce elements. There's a lot of things. We're making more and more videos on that, and I'll link them when the videos are available. We made one for Shopify, how to improve your core web vitals and your page experience, and we'll be making more and more for non-Shopify sites and just for everybody, okay? So I want to show you a few things about this. So these are the 3 core web vitals that you should be focusing on. How do you actually check your scores? So you can do 2 things. Number 1, you can actually go to Google PageSpeed Insights, and most people actually use this tool. They put in the URL. Don't forget to put not just your home page, but your different pages, because every page loads differently and has different scores. You want to improve all your major pages, like your home page, your collection, your product page, your contact us page, your lookbook, whatever it is. You have different pages. You're going to put in the URL, press analyze, and you're going to see the score based on mobile and desktop. You're going to switch between the 2. And when you scroll down, you're going to get a score from 0 to 100. And you're going to get the actual things, right? So we talked about LCP, we talked about CLS, and you're going to get all these recommendations right here. So these are the recommendations you're going to actually give mostly to your developers. There's a lot of things you can do by yourself, but a lot of these things are also technical. So you're going to give them, improve it, and you can actually sort that. For example, I want my LCP. What are the issues that are causing a bad, slow experience on my LCP, for example? And you can go one by one. Anything that's red, you definitely need to improve. Anything that's orange, you probably need to improve. Anything that's green or otherwise white, you should be okay in most cases, but you have to read these things. Every website, every page is different, so you want to do that. Okay. Other than that, this tool, you can also go just in your Chrome browser to any of your pages, and you can just click on the right button, click on Inspect, and you're going to click here on Lighthouse, and you can do the same thing. You're going to basically analyze it, and it's basically the same tool, the same engine, the same technology as this. You can actually do it by yourself. So those are the 2 ways you can actually do it. In addition, if you have a website, obviously, and you have Google Search Console, you're going to have the reports here, both page experience and core web vitals, and you can see based on desktop and mobile. Let's say, for example, you can see how many I need to improve. For example, I don't have anything poor, but I have 65 pages that need improvement. I can click on the report right here, click on need improvement, look at the example. My improvement, that is needed is I only have issue with my CLS. So I'm going to click here, and I'm going to go and look at my examples. For example, here I can see all the URLs that have an issue. I can see my score, try to get a better score, work on these things. And if I click here on developer resources, it's going to take me and scan this URL for this tool that we were here before. So again, everything is interconnected. That's the concept. So very simply put, I'm just going to give you one quick thing before we finish the video. So LCP, INP, CLS, these are all things that are talking about interactivity, INP, the speed, and how things are shaky, the stability, basically. They call it the visual stability. So how do you improve them? The CLS, how do you improve it? You have your developer specify the areas of your section so they don't move. They're always stable. They don't move based on some other element pushing things around. This is when you develop your site, you should have things stable. INP is when you have your actions, your form, your menus, your subscriptions, your logins, registers, all these stuff. Make sure they load quickly. Not just the page loads quickly, make sure the actions, when someone does something, like a click, for example, make sure they load quickly. Clean up the code, obviously make things, lighter. And the last one, LCP, this is the most complicated one, which most people focus on. Make sure your things load quickly. Don't have too many elements. Use lazy loads. Specify the dimensions. Don't have them break up. Preload the biggest, heaviest things first. You can do preload. You can do many, many things. We'll make many videos and articles about it in the near future, and we're working on it, and we'll link them, of course. As always, if you like this video, please let us know. Please subscribe. Please share. Please tell a friend, a family, a colleague, etc. We're here, and most importantly, we're here to answer all of your questions. If you want to go deeper, you're not sure what I was talking about, you want to go deeper into a specific one, not just the core web vitals, the web vitals, page experience, SEO, Shopify, e-commerce, websites, technology, CDNs, anything we talk about, let us know. Ask us in the comments. We're really good at answering as best as we can. We're going to try to figure out the answer for you guys as best as we can. There's a community. We're trying to grow. If you did like, please like, subscribe, share. Much appreciated, and we'll be making more and more videos for you guys. Thanks.